Checking our starting lineups. And just a note, Dave Jamieson, head coach at Kentridge, worked with Phil Neal. And that dates back in Bomber basketball lore. So Jamieson, kind of a student of Phil Neal of the Richland Bombers. Taking a look at Richland's starting five for head coach Earl Streufert this morning. At guard, 5'10" senior, number 3, Dhaunye Guice. At guard, 6'2" senior, number 10, Cody Sanderson. At guard, 6'6" senior, number 14, Garrett Streufert. At guard, 6'4" senior, number 24, Colton Northrop. And at forward, 6'4" senior, number 42, Jack Schuster. Kentridge will work to the basket to your radio left. Top of the key, Brasino. On the dribble penetration move, took an extra step, but we get a whistle and a foul on the Richland Bombers. And this will end up being a 2-shot foul. So the push led to the travel, and it will be on Cole Northrop, his first personal. Our officials from Vancouver, Neil Anderson. Tony Churlin is from Snohomish, and out of Olympia, Tom Jones. Free throw is no good for Brasino. He'll line up for one more. Second free throw up and good, our first bucket of the morning. Bombers work to the basket to your radio right. Sanderson gets it to Guice out on the wing. Lob entry pass goes to Streufert underneath. Dishes across the lane on the left baseline for Schuster to lay it up and in. Nice ball movement. And that's what Coach said. We want to work Garrett low post and have him distribute the basketball. Kentridge, right side more. Takes it top of the key. Guice is on him. Bombers stay in a man-to-man. Wide open under the basket. Brasino gets the easy layup. Nice assist. So Brasino now with all three of Kentridge's best points on the board. Cole Northrop on the baseline, a whistle and a foul. Northrop gave it a real Academy Award performance. He was held by Jeremy Banks, but he made sure the official saw it. This will be a non-shooting foul. Both teams now with one team foul. Jeremy Banks picks it up, the senior guard. Entry pass goes to Streufert. Works a little left-handed hook up and good. Great inbounds play off the screen. Streufert gets to the rim and puts it in. Top of the lane, Moore. Takes it around the right side. Guard-to-guard exchange with Banks. Banks, top of the key. Medina has it. Over on the right wing, Banks. Banks around a high screen. Takes it back to the top of the key, being guarded by Streufert. Pulls up dribble, passes back out on the right side, Medina. Shot clock down to 10 seconds. Medina into the paint, passes back out to the top of the key to Brasino. Shot clock at 7 seconds. Brasino to the right elbow. Works it on the left wing to Moore. Moore on the baseline, pull-up jumper. It won't drop. With 1 second left on the shot clock, they had to shoot. Garrett Streufert the rebound, up to Guice, left corner to Sanderson for the three. It's nothing but net. 6-3, Bombers on top. 6:10 remaining in the first quarter. 6:10 KONA, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco. Left wing, Medina. Bounce pass, low block left goes down to Paznakis. And he'll pass it back out on the wing to Moore. Moore's shot wouldn't go, and the rebound comes off to Streufert. Tipped out of bounds by Banks of Kentridge. And the Bombers will inbound in backcourt, leading 6-3. Northrop, lob entry to Streufert. Streufert backs into a double team, hits Schuster coming down the lane. Schuster, he went up and down with it, traveled with the ball. Maybe he became so wide open, he kind of took a little stutter step, ends up turning the ball over. Kentridge in backcourt with Medina on a slow dribble. Neither team has shown any full court pressure or trap just yet. On the right side, Brasino. Brasino works around a high screen by Paznakis. Top of the lane, Banks. Banks calls out the play, works it right side to Brasino. Down on the baseline, Paznakis. Paznakis backing in on Schuster, puts it up over Schuster and scores. That's going to be a tough one. 6'4" junior is really long. He's a long arm, long wingspan. Outside, Sanderson for the three. It's going to bounce off the rim, up into the shot clock and over the backboard, down to play. No chance for an offensive rebound. Quick outside jumper, Brasino shot wouldn't go, but the rebound pulled down under the basket. And then we get a traveling call on Paznakis, so turn it back over. Up on the right side, Guice. Guice feeds under the basket to Sanderson. Sanderson takes it back out to the wing. Over to Guice on the right side. Streufert picks it up right baseline. Will pull up for the three. Wow. Nothing but net for Garrett Streufert. So the Bombers have legs in the first quarter. Couple three-pointers. One for Sanderson, one for Streufert in the first frame. Top of the key, Banks. Banks over on the right side, Medina. Medina fakes the three over Sanderson. Bounce pass to Paznakis on the low post. Tries to get around Schuster, and Schuster kind of tripped him up a little bit and will get called for the personal foul. For the Bombers, that will be team foul number 2. Northrop with 1, Schuster with 1. Inbounding, baseline right. Bounce pass goes to Brasino. Brasino takes it to the right elbow. And passes top of the key to Moore. Moore back on the right wing, Medina. Just working around the perimeter right now. Bombers stay in that man-to-man. Kump has checked in the lineup for Schuster. On the dribble penetration, Banks to the rim. No, he wouldn't go, but a whistle and a foul. And this may be on Streufert. And it will be on Garrett Streufert. They'll be the first on Streufert. So Streufert, Northrop, Schuster all with 1. Just 1 team foul on Kentridge so far. At the line, shooting 2, Jeremy Banks, the 6-foot senior guard. And the free throw's up and good. Bombers up by 3. 4:12 remaining in the first. And Earl Streufert talking with the scorer, with the official, out on the far side. And now the officials are going to huddle up. So an official timeout has been called. Don't see a clock adjustment, but they are making an adjustment on something. Not quite sure what. The official still remains at the scorer's table. And, all right. I think they adjusted the personal foul. And we'll pick that up when we get our official stats at the end of the quarter. 4:12 remaining here in the first, 9-6. Bombers. Free throw, no good. Streufert with the rebound. Outlet pass goes to Northrop. Northrop to the window. Double clutch shot. Waits for the defender to clear. Count the bucket. He scores. Nice play by Colton Northrop. Waiting for Cruz Medina to get out of his way, and he laid it in gently out the window. And we get a 30-second timeout. Richland 11, Kentridge 6. 11-6, Bombers lead Kentridge in this fourth-place consolation semi with 4:05 on the clock here in the first frame. Out on the right side, Moses Moore. Pass underneath to the baseline. It's going to be Paznakis with the reverse lay-in attempted. Wouldn't go. Rebound comes down to Kump. Up to Guice. Guice to the left elbow. Backs it out top of the key to Streufert. Streufert works it on the right wing to Sanderson. They're trying to get Northrop on the low block, and they do, and he is fouled. Caught on the arm by Moses Moore. That'll be the first personal on Moore. This will be on the floor before the shot. So a non-shooting foul. And the Bombers will inbound on the baseline. Inbounds pass goes in the corner to Sanderson. Shoots the quick three, no good. Paznakis the rebound. No, it's taken away by Sanderson. Sanderson got it back to Guice. Straight away for the three. Dhaunye Guice. So you've got 3 Bombers with trays in the first quarter. Streufert, Sanderson, and now Guice. Bombers up 14-6. Out at the top of the key, Medina. Went right into Kump on the dribble. Kump went down. No foul there. And maybe a good non-call. Shot on that left wing. No good for Banks for a 3. It's going to be Kump with another rebound. Big minutes for Kump. Breakaway lay-in left side. Northrop all the way to the window. Laid it up and in. Northrop with 4 points. All at close range. Top of the key, it's Brasino. Backs it out. Northrop on him. Passes right wing to Medina. Back over to the top of the key to Banks. Banks on the exchange to Moore. Back over to Banks, left side. Top of the key to Medina. Working outside that perimeter on that man-to-man. Here's a lob entry pass over the top to Paznakis. Not a good throw by Moore. Paznakis had no chance to grab it, and it goes out of bounds baseline. It will be Bombers ball. Checking into the lineup will be Kirby Robertson and Ryan Kriskovich for the Richland Bombers. Richland leads it 16-6, 2:37 remaining in the first. So Crisco will bring it up over the timeline, works the right baseline to Northrop. Northrop around a Streufert screen into the lane, pull up, hanging 5-footer, good. Nice job for a little screen underneath the basket, little pick play by Streufert to give him the space. Right side, Pesnakis goes baseline against Kump. Pull-up jumper off the window, 6-footer. Not an easy shot. That was a nice play. Second bucket for Owen Pesnakis. 18-8, Bombers by 10. Robertson on the right wing. To the free throw line to Streufert. Drives, one-hander off the left window, no good. Whistle foul. And this one will go on Kentridge, and I think it's going to be on Jet Brasino. It will be his first. And that'll be the third team foul. Both teams sitting on 3 right now. Free throw is up and good for Garrett Streufert. Streufert now with 6 points in this opening frame. Clock sits at 2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Streufert's second free throw. Yep, it's going to drop. Used a little bit of the rim and some of the window and came back through. Over the timeline, Medina. Picked up by Sanderson at the top of the key. Between the leg dribble. Goes all the way to the window. Right side lay-in. Underlaid it. No good. Rebound Streufert. Outlet pass comes down to Sanderson. Back to Streufert for the 3. Swish. Streufert's feeling the shot today. 23-8. Bombers lead at minute 35 remaining first quarter. Cruz Medina. Works it over on the left side to Adrian Pop, 6'2" sophomore, and he's a good shooter. He can pop it. Right wing, Medina. Medina works the screen and roll, and passes off to Pesnakis. Rolls to the window. Shot's going to rim out. No good. Rebound, Streufert. Streufert takes it up over the timeline. Dishes off left side. Sanderson for the NBA 3. Ring that one up, and the Bombers are red hot in the first frame, leading Kentridge 26-8. It's almost a mirror image of their first matchup here in Tacoma against Mount Rainier. Right side, Keyshawn Douglas, 6'1" sophomore, checking in for Kentridge, has it. In between the circles to Banks. Banks goes dribble penetration against Kump, but lost the ball. Great play by Kump, because Banks took it right at him. And Kump held his ground and did not give up the foul. Ball will be out of bounds to the Richland Bombers. Quick shot left angle. Sanderson no good. And the rebound out of bounds, and it will be to Richland. So the rebound was tipped by Pesnakis out of bounds, and the Bombers inbound left side to Sanderson. Sanderson, lob pass down on the baseline to Northrop. Northrop works around Banks, gets to the rim, lays it up and in. Northrop is working low block, and it's really impressive so far this morning. It's all based on matchups. Couldn't do that yesterday against Federal Way. Not at all. Federal Way is very impressive. Banks out on the top of the key. Right side over to Pop. He'll shoot for the 3. Yes. And that is the first three-pointer for Kentridge. 28-13. Bombers on top. Over on the left side. Northrop to the left elbow. Spin dribble. Backs up for the two-pointer. Oh, yep. It's a two-pointer, and it is good. So Northrop with 10 in the quarter. Streufert with 10 in the quarter to open things up for Richland. At the end of one, a 1-minute timeout. Richland 30, Kentridge 11. News Radio 610 KONA and 610KONA.com. Richland 30, Kentridge 11. Bombers inbound at the midcourt stripe. Working the basket to your radio right. Northrop sends it in to Sanderson. Over in the left wing to Streufert. Bombers up 30-11 after the first quarter. Really hot shooting. And good offensive structure on the dribble penetration. Northrop caught on the arm. A hold on Jeremy Banks. That should be number 2 on Banks. It is. And team foul number 4 on the Chargers. Inbounds pass. Sanderson picks it up over the right side to Streufert. Back underneath us to Sanderson, and a push on the low post move, and I think we'll get a call here on Cruz Medina. Yep, It'll be the first on Medina, and all of a sudden 5 team fouls on Kentridge. They're 2 away from putting Richland into the bonus. Inbounds pass to Northrop on the baseline. He is held, and a foul on Banks. And that will be the 3rd on Banks. In the span of 15 seconds, 3 fouls called on Kentridge, 2 of them on Jeremy Banks, and he'll sit down. Quick 3-pointer on the inbounds pass Northrop. He'd been working exclusively in the low post area, and the left elbow. He had a jumper there, but hits from outside for a 3. Bombers up. 7:27 remaining in the first half. 33-11. Quick hook shot on the baseline. This one won't go for Brasino, but it's kept alive. Paznakis with the tip out to Medina for the open 3. That one won't drop either, but scrappy. Kentridge gets another offensive rebound. Brasino, low block left, tried to lay it in. It was partially blocked underneath by Northrop. Rebound comes to Streufert. Streufert, right side of the lane, kicks out for the open 3. Who else but Cole Northrop? Back-to-back downtown shots. 36-11. Richland, 6:54 remaining in the first half. Left side, Brasino. Top of the key to Medina. Over on the right wing for the open 3-pointer. This one won't go for Keyshawn Douglas. Long rebound to Northrop. Up to the baseline. Schuster back outside. Sanderson for the 3. Wow. Cody Sanderson's 3rd 3-pointer of the game with 6:30 remaining in the first half. 39-11. Richland on top. Right side, Douglas. Douglas to Brasino. Left wing to Medina. Medina to the free throw line. Kicks back out right side to Pop. Pop is going to hit his second 3 of the game. And he's the sophomore out there, the sharpshooter. He can pop a shot, that's for sure. Entry pass goes to Schuster. He was hooked by Paznakis, but there was no foul, but he's able to get around him and get to the window and lay it up and in. Good play by Schuster to muscle through what was a foul that didn't get called. Right side, Brasino. Top of the key, Paznakis picks it up at the high post. Back over to Brasino. Drives just inside the free throw line. Little running one-hander teardrop up and good for Brasino. His 5th point of the game. Bombers left side. Oh, Guice came to that jump stop, and the ball just got away from him. It's taken away by Douglas. Douglas up under the basket. Nice feed to Pop. Pop working the low block, gets fouled, and we will get a foul, I think, on Northrop here. Waiting for the official to make the call, and it will be on Northrop, his 2nd, so looks like Northrop will check out of the game. And Kump and Kriskovich will check in. Schuster also checking out along with Northrop. Inbounds pass goes to Paznakis on the left side. Working underneath the basket. Paznakis takes it. Low block against Streufert. Lays it up and in. He's hard to stop. He's listed 6'4", but plays more like 6'6", maybe. 6th point of the game. Streufert, spin dribble. Takes it to the window. Shot wouldn't go on the double clutch. Good defense by Paznakis. Rebound comes down to Moses Moore, and Moore takes it up court over to the left side. Down on the baseline to Drew Liddell. Liddell on the exchange with Brasino out high. Right side to Moore. He'll shoot the 3. Banks it in. Moses Moore from outside. His first bucket of the game. 41-21 Bombers. Sanderson, dribble penetration off the left side. Shot wouldn't go, but a whistle and a foul, and he'll end up getting to the free throw line. Foul will be called on Owen Paznakis. That'll be the first on Paznakis, and now 17 fouls on Kentridge, so the Bombers in the bonus from here on out the first half with 4:42 remaining in the second quarter. Free throws up and good for Sanderson. Sanderson already with 10 in the game. Lines up for one more. On the way, rimmed out, no good. Rebound, Kump fighting for it. Paznakis saves it from going out of bounds. Guice tips it, and it goes back to Kump. Bombers get the ball. Over to Northrop for the 3. Long distance, no. Kump, rebound baseline. No, he's out of bounds. He was really scrapping for that loose ball. Left side ball tipped out of bounds. It'll be off Richland. Bombers defense extremely active. playing with a lot of momentum right now. Leading 42-21, a 21-point lead with 4:17 remaining in the first half. Kentridge, Brasino left side. Working around the right wing to Ben Victoria, 6'2" seniors in the lineup now. Down in the corner to Liddell. Liddell gives it up to Pop. Pop works left, comes back right, lays it up and in. Nice play by the sophomore. And he's, a very talented player. Could start easily on any team. Quick jump shot at the free throw line. No good for Northrop, but Sanderson gets the rebound on the tip out from Kump. And will shoot the three right angle. No good. Rebound this time comes down. Kentridge will grab it. Ben Victoria. Victoria, outlet pass to Pop. Pop goes under the basket. Ball out of bounds. Good recovery by Matthew Kump. He's playing some really inspired minutes out there. Now Kump, just as you say that, will check out, and Garrett Streufert will return. 3:37 remaining in the first half. We'll get a full 1-minute timeout with the score: Richland 42, Kentridge 23. 3:37 remaining first half. Richland 42, Kentridge 23. Consolation bracket for fourth place. Winner of this matchup will play tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. You thought our other game was early. Against Puyallup. Puyallup defeating Union earlier, 61-48. After the timeout, Kentridge with a jump shot, left angle. Brasino no good, but an offensive rebound, and then the ball out of bounds. Baseline, or do we get a foul? We do, a Bomber foul. Foul will be called on Ryan Kriskovich, a holding foul, after the offensive rebound for Kentridge. Inbounds pass over the top will be tipped by Northrop. Guice was going for the steal, and Guice is going to be charged with his first personal foul. So the Bombers now with some back-to-back fouls here. 3:28 remaining, first half, 42-23, Richland on top. Inbounding and backcourt to Moses Moore. Guice is on it. Moore brings it up to the top of the lane. Passes over on the right side to Brasino. Back out high to Liddell. Around the left side to Moore. Just working around that three-point arc. Right side to Pop. Pop with a pass underneath the basket to Victoria. Back outside for the three-point shot. Good for Liddell. The first bucket for Drew Liddell, 6-foot sophomore. Bombers, Guice. Right elbow. Gets it to Northrop. Under the basket to Streufert. Fakes left, comes back to the right, lays it up right side. Good. Garrett Streufert with 12 points in the game. 44-26, Richland on top. 2:48 remaining first half. Kabaikan girls play this afternoon. That'll be a 3:45 scheduled tip-off against Prairie in the 3A girls semifinals. That's a tough matchup. Prairie, the number 1 seed. Pull-up jumper in the lane. This one will not drop from 7 for Adrian Pop. Rebound Streufert over to Northrop. Northrop's going to pop for the 3 straight away. Front rim and off. Rebound comes down to meet Moses Moore. That was a quick shot. The Bombers really didn't have anybody under the basket to rebound. Moore coast to coast. Lay-in, underlaid it. Side rim off. Rebound Streufert. Passes ahead to Northrop. Northrop backs it out near the midcourt stripe, and the Bombers are going to run a little offense here. Not so quick on the shot. Left side to Sanderson. Down on the baseline, Northrop gets the pass. Turnaround jumper, Northrop. Back rim, no good. Rebound Liddell for Kentridge. Chargers have played well on rebounding, even on the offensive side, giving them second opportunities. Nice lob entry pass to Liddell outside from Brasino. Liddell is fouled, going to the glass to lay it up and in, and he'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2. So at the line, shooting 2, Drew Liddell. Free throw, no good. At the line, one more for Drew Liddell. Another one of the sophomores playing big minutes for Dave Jamison of the Kentridge Chargers. Second free throw is going to drop. And Schuster's going to return to the lineup. Robertson comes back in. Guice and Kriskovich will sit down for the Richland boys basketball team. Inbound to Streufert. Bombers up 44-27. Pass on the right side to Northrop. Northrop tried to give it back to Streufert, but instead shoots for the 3 right angle. Yes. That's the third three-pointer in the quarter for Northrop. 47-27, back to a 20-point lead with 1:35 remaining in the first half. Over the timeline for Richland, Moses Moore. Passes on the right wing to Brasino. Brasino back out high to Moore, working around the left side now to Liddell. Back to the top of the key, 3-point shot by Brasino. Off of the rim, straight up in the air, and it came back through. Jet Brasino, now a 6 in the game. Over on the right side, open for the 3. Shot is good for Robertson. Way to go, Kirby. 50-30 on the scoreboard as they work underneath the basket. Moses Moore with the lay-in left side. Nope, wouldn't drop, and the rebound comes down to Sanderson. Up to Streufert. Streufert in the paint. Dishes back to Sanderson. Right side of the lane. In the corner, Northrop for 3. He likes... Northrop is hit from every side on the three-pointer. 4 threes in the quarter alone. 53-30, Bombers. Right side. They work it over to Victoria. Victoria underneath the basket gets it to Brasino, and Brasino gets tied up by Schuster. Alternate possession arrow on the jump ball will keep it with Kentridge. Nice job by Schuster. And Matthew Kump, who played really good in the first quarter, is going to come back in for Streufert. Give some of the starters extended rest. Hofstad will check in at the next... Well, he'll check in now, and Schuster will check out. So Kump and Hofstad into the game, along with Northrop, Sanderson, and Robertson. Bombers lead it by 23. And now getting cleared to play. Will inbound right side of the basket with Kentridge, Liddell. Liddell passes right under the hoop to Victoria. Back to Liddell, lays it up and in. That was a nice inbound play. Really well designed. Bombers, Sanderson out high. 15 seconds remaining in the first half, and the Bombers will stall for that final shot, unless something looks really appetizing before that. Clock down to 7 seconds. Northrop right side for the 3. Ring it up. 5 3-pointers in the quarter. And there's the horn. Half-court shot would not go for Moses Moore at the end of the second quarter. Halftime break. News and weather together coming up in just a few moments. We'll bring you halftime stats and more next. Richland 56, Kentridge 32. Welcome back to Tacoma Dome. Halftime, Richland 56, Kentridge 32. Out on the floor right now, the Richland cheer squad, and they're putting on a pretty good show. You can hear them. All right, and a really good first half performance for Richland. As a team, Richland with 11 3-pointers, 5 of them for Cole Northrop, and all 5 came in the second quarter. The Bombers get 16 points in the paint, so they're working inside effectively as well, and go 3 for 4 at the free throw line. Leading scorer with 25 in the first half, Cole Northrop. 12 points for Garrett Streufert, 10 for Cody Sanderson, 4 for Jack Schuster, and 3 apiece for Guice and Robertson. But no real foul trouble out there. So the Richland defense continue what you're doing offensively. Try to maybe go a little bit deeper in the shot clock. That will preserve your energy when you get up tomorrow at 8 a.m. and take on Puyallup, and that's going to be a tough matchup. They're honestly, when you get to the quarterfinals and there's 8 teams remaining, they're all really, really good. And it was a shocker to see Union fall out of this tournament with 2 straight losses, the number 1 seed on the boys 4A side. But Puyallup really put it to Union earlier today, 61-48. So the winner of this matchup, and we hope it's Richland, will play for 4th place tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. against Puyallup. Well, the Bombers in the first half shoot 72% from the floor, 21 of 29, 11 of 15 from behind the 3-point line for 74%. And for the free throw line, 2 for 3 for 67% on the first half. Kentridge shoots 43%. 12 of 28, 5 of 9 from behind the 3-point line, 56%. That's good. And 3 of 6 at the free throw line for 50%. So the Bombers in the first half shoot 72.4%. I don't know if they can keep up that percentage. 73% from behind the 3-point line. Sanderson on the inbounds pass. Over to Guice. Guice back to Sanderson. Takes it underneath the basket, comes back around the left side. Passes top of the key to Streufert. Streufert around to Schuster, high screen. Pass to Schuster on the screen and roll. Schuster gets tied up on the baseline, able to turn around, get it back to Guice. Guice for the three, off the iron, no good. Rebound comes down in the corner to Moses Moore for Kentridge. Kentridge runs it up in the front court, and they work it right side to Banks. Back out to the top of the key to Medina. Medina backs it out on the left wing, guarded by Northrop. Down in the left corner to Moore. Streufert's on Moore, man-to-man again. Both teams played man-to-man entire first half. Over on the right side, Banks for the three. It rims out, no good. Streufert the rebound. Outlet pass to Guice. Guice ahead to Schuster. Oh, it was through traffic, and I don't know. Schuster caught out of the corner of his eye the ball coming a little bit late. He missed it, and it's a turnover. So the Bombers give it right back over to Kentridge with 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Bombers lead at 56-32. Although on the official stat sheet, there's a point missing. It has Richland up 55-32. Neither team now has scored with 1:05 off the clock here in the third quarter. Inbounds pass after the Kentridge turnover baseline. Ball went out of bounds off Kentridge is Sanderson. Sanderson was held by Moore. No whistle there. Sanderson gave a little push off with the elbow to get some separation to Northrop. Northrop feeds to Streufert in the paint. Lays it up and in. Great ball movement. Garrett Streufert gets the easy bucket, his 14th of the game. Out on the left side, Medina. He'll take it to the top of the key and pass right elbow to Brasino. Brasino underneath the basket to Pesnakis, and Pesnakis will lay it up and in. Owen is a really good player, kind of fun to watch. Offensively, defensively, but especially on the offensive end. He works that low post area really well. At 6'4", again, he plays much taller. Entry pass will be stolen. Nice job by Moses Moore anticipating the pass to Pesnakis. Right side of the paint, back outside to Medina. Medina works it out on the right wing to Brasino. Underneath the basket, they're going to go to the big guy, Pesnakis, and he'll work the left hand and put it up and in. He's the left-hander. Hard to guard. 58-36 Bombers. Sanderson open for the three. Just off to the right side of the key. It's good. So the good shooting continues. That's the fourth three-pointer in the game now for Cody Sanderson. Over on the right wing, Banks down in the corner for the three. More. It climbs over the rim, no good. Rebound Northrop. Long outlet pass to Sanderson. Sanderson in the lane, kicks it back out on the wing. Over to Northrop for the three. It won't drop. Rebound comes down to Brasino. Brasino brings it up into front court over the midcourt stripe. Picked up there by Northrop. Left side to Medina. Medina around the screen from Pesnakis. Medina takes it on the dribble, running one-hander. No, he's going to pass corner to Moore. Moore for a three. Off the rim, no good. Schuster climbs up to get the rebound to Sanderson. Outlet pass to Streufert. Streufert goes left hand. And a good defensive play, blocking him out from the hoop, Brasino. So he takes it back to the right, comes back to the left, lays it up and in. Garrett Streufert with a really nice head fake, and then comes back to the left and lays it up and in left side. 63-36 Bombers. Quick jump shot straight away for the three for Cruz Medina. This one won't go, and the rebound kicks out of bounds. It will be Richland basketball. Sanderson over the Cyclops. Passes top of the lane. Streufert has it. Takes it right elbow on the dribble. Back to Guice behind him for the three. Comes up a little bit short. Rebound in the lane, Medina. Medina up on the right wing to Banks. Underneath the basket, Pesnakis, and he'll send it back out to Brasino, who nearly lost the ball in the backcourt. He saved it, but then he throws it away. Unforced error. Feeding right side to Banks. And the ball sails out of bounds. Robertson will check in. Guice will sit down. Sanderson will come out for Richland. And Kriskovich will return. Kump also back into the lineup. And that would be for Northrop. No, Northrop's out there for Schuster. So the Bombers go back to the bench at the 4:03 mark here in the third quarter, leading 63-36. Streufert takes it on a spin dribble just inside the free throw line. Looking, gets the cutter Northrop. Northrop from left hand to right hand, lays it up right side. It's good. So Northrop shows that he can get it done inside or out. Now 27 points in the game, including 5 3-pointers that all came in the second quarter. Top of the key, Medina. Medina works the slip screen and then backs it even farther out near the midcourt stripe. Over on the right side, Beznakis. Beznakis into the lane, lays it up and in. That was a tough shot. He faked left, he's left-handed, and came back to the right and put it up and in. He's got 6 in the quarter, 12 in the game. Beznakis on the other end, ball tipped out of bounds. It'll go off Kentridge. Check that, ball was tipped last by Richland heading out of bounds. It'll be Kentridge basketball.
I don't know if he fouled him or not, but it looked good.
Rich foul, assistant Jeremy Banks.
Right in front of him.
That's his third personal. First team. Checking in for the Bombers. Number 10, Cody Sanderson. And number 12, Hofstad.
Oh. Sorry.
Richland foul, assistant number 30, Matthew Kump. That's his first team foul on the Bombers. Checking in for Kentridge, number 25, Adrian Pop.
Good D, guys.
On the right wing now, over to Sanderson. Sanderson around the Kump screen, trying to work that screen and roll, but it was well covered. Back over to Hofstad on the wing. Shot clock at 31 seconds as they work it to Kump. Right elbow jumper, wouldn't drop. Rebound and a whistle and a foul. And this one may be on Kentridge. And it will be. So the foul will be actually called on Owen Beznakis on the loose ball. Inbounds pass to Kump, top of the key, left side to Sanderson. Ball tipped away, and Sanderson will pick it up before it rolls out of bounds side court, right by our broadcast location, courtside. Sanderson to Hofstad, around the right side, Kriskovich. Kriskovich takes it in between the circles. Shot clock at 14. Hofstad will shoot the three. It's not going to drop. And the rebound taken down by Keyshawn Douglas, 6'1" sophomore. Banks takes it underneath the basket. Tried the reverse lay-in. It wouldn't go. Had to get around Kump and was a little bit uncomfortable with that shot. And a traveling violation on the other end as the pass went to Kriskovich. He was under the basket, and he was running full speed. Caught the basketball. Tried to pass, but he took an extra step first. So the Bombers turn it over.
For the Chargers, number 11, Isaiah Hayes.
Bombers will inbound. Kump is checking out of the lineup. Schuster will return. 65-40. 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. Into the lineup, it's Isaiah Hayes, 5'9" junior, for Coach Dave Jamieson, who again was mentored by Phil Neal, Richland Bomber. On the left side, the lay-in is up and good for Owen Beznakis. And Paznakis with 10, all at close range in this quarter. Quick jumper left side for the Bombers. Northrop wouldn't go. Rebound pops out long to Sanderson. Ball loose inside, and a whistle and a foul. And this one will go on the Bombers, and it will be Northrop picking up his third. Nope, Schuster instead. Schuster on the loose ball foul, his second. Team foul number 2 on Richland in the quarter. 2 also on Kentridge as the Chargers inbound in backcourt. Over the timeline, Isaiah Hayes picked up by Sanderson. Throws it right side to Liddell. Liddell played some really good minutes in that first half. Back on the left wing to Douglas. Douglas dumps it down in the corner to Hayes. Hayes around the Paznakis screen, sends it back out to the top of the key to Liddell. Liddell penetrates right side of the paint. Shot blocked by Streufert. And the loose ball picked up by Schuster. Schuster back to Streufert, and he'll bring it up into front court. Backs it way out with 6 seconds remaining in the quarter. Oh, big collision. Top of the key. A blocking foul as Streufert goes down and Paznakis goes down and bumping the knee. Streufert's trying to work that out. It's the knee that he wears the brace in, that left knee, and it looks like he may check out. No, he'll stay in the game. Inbounds pass goes to Streufert, tips it back to Northrop. Northrop tried to shoot the 3, but it was blocked by Liddell at the horn, but he got the ball back and flinged it from nearly half court, and it goes in. Northrop from way outside. Northrop with 30 points in the game. That was really close to the buzzer, too. Unbelievable finish to the third quarter. 1 minute timeout. Richland 68, Kentridge 42. News Radio 610 KONA, 610KONA.com, and the Bombers up 68-42. So Kentridge, get this, they scored 10 points in the quarter. All 10 of them for Owen Paznakis. He was the only offense in that third quarter for Kentridge. And the Chargers inbound in front court. Shooting the basket to your radio right. They'll send it into backcourt to Isaiah Hayes. And the shot clock was not set correctly, and we will inbound again. So we'll reset the game clock and the shot clock and start that fourth and final frame all over again. Inbounds pass. Backcourt to Hayes. Starting that fourth quarter over again. Hayes, guarded by Guice. On the exchange with Liddell, left side. Back over on the right wing to Hayes. Hayes on the dribble penetration, gets around Guice. Guice fouls, and the shot no good. Down on the baseline left side of the basket. So it'll be a couple of shots here for Isaiah Hayes at the free throw line. He has not appeared at the line yet. That is foul number 2 on Guice. Team foul number 3 on Richland. Free throw is up and good for Isaiah Hayes. Second free throw is good, so Hayes made them both. Bombers Guice in the lane, pocket pick. The ball stolen by Adrian Pop. Pop up to Hayes, bounce pass to Paznakis, stolen by Schuster. Outlet pass to Kump. Kump across the lane to Sanderson, laid it in with the left hand, it rimmed out no good, but he gets his own rebound. Kicks out to Northrop for the 3. Why not? Cole Northrop, his 6th three-pointer of the game. 71-44. Bombers on top. 7:09 left to play. Right side. Douglas. Working top of the key to Paznakis at the high post. On the exchange to Hayes. To Paznakis. Will shoot a 2-pointer. Left elbow extended. No good. Rebound baseline. Put back for Pop. 7-footer wouldn't go. Rebound Kump. Tips it to Northrop. And Northrop brings it into front court. Right side to Sanderson. To Schuster. Schuster backing in on Paznakis. Fade away jumper in the lane. Off the bracket, no good, but the rebound's tipped out to Sanderson. Over to Guice. To Kump. Kump at the free throw line. Hands it back behind him. Northrop for the 3. It wouldn't go. Northrop was fouled after the shot, but no call, and we get a jump ball on the rebound. Matthew Kump, who's played spirited basketball this morning for the Richland boys team, tied up Paznakis. Alternate possession arrow will keep it with the Bombers. Kump will sit down as Streufert returns for Richland. So it's Guice, Schuster, Sanderson, Streufert, and Northrop, the starting five back in. To Guice in the corner on the inbounds play. His three-point shot no good, but he was bumped, and Hayes will pick up the foul, and Guice will go to the free throw line and shoot three.
This gets Isaiah Hayes. That's his first. 14. Shooting three. Dhaunye Guice.
And they're waiting to clean up a little perspiration on the floor again. A little slow on the uptake for our young man that's doing the court keeping. And now we're reset for the free throws for Dhaunye Guice, 5'10" senior. Senior-dominated team for Earl Streufert, and they obviously want to play tomorrow morning against Puyallup. That'll be an 8 o'clock start. Free throw on the way. Front rim and off, no good. Rebound over the back, Schuster. Tried to take it away from Kevon Jeffrey, who just checked in. So Schuster picks up the foul, his third. Team foul number 4 on the Bombers with 6:28 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Into front court, Hayes. Dumps it left side to Moore. Moore loosely guarded by Schuster. Gets into the lane. Bounce pass to Paznakis. Oh, right through his hands, out of bounds. Turnover. And the Bombers will inbound. Into the lineup, Jeremy Banks will return. Banks playing with 3 personal fouls. Sitting down will be Drew Liddell. And Streufert brings it into front court. And that left knee's bothering him. That happened after a collision with Paznakis. Guice, right side jumper, just outside the paint. Good. Boy, did he elevate to put that one up. Over on the right side, it's Paznakis. Gives it to Banks. Banks cuts to the window, lays it up and in, no good. Rebound comes down to Sanderson. Up ahead to Schuster. Back behind to Northrop for the three. It's another one for Cole Northrop. He has 36 points in the game. And it's kind of odd because in the first quarter he had 8, all inside the paint. And then it's been nothing but 3-pointers. 30-second timeout, 5:40 remaining. Richland 77, Kentridge 44. This goes to Medina, and he'll work it over on the left wing to Banks. Back out in between the circles to Moore. Moore's going to spot for the NBA 3. Looked good, but it came up short. It goes out of bounds. Kriskovich almost brought in the rebound, but lost at baseline. So the ball will be administered to the Kentridge Chargers, right side of the basket, into Paznakis. And he'll give it up to Banks. Banks into the lane, gets around Northrop, and a little scoop shot up and good. That was not easy. 77-46. Still hard to believe. Bombers on top. Robertson out on the left side. Takes it, dribble to the free throw line. Bounce pass over to Northrop on the wing. Northrop around the Schuster screen. Passes left side baseline to Jacob Kreutz. Kreutz rolls to the window. Oh, he traveled with the ball. Paznakis was there defensively. He tried to get around him, but took an extra step.
Yeah.
Jeremy Banks.
Out high, Banks tries to pass underneath the basket. It's going to be intercepted, trying to get Jeffrey low block right. Kriskovich takes the ball, gives it up on the right side to Kreutz. Kreutz to Schuster. Schuster shot point blank, wouldn't go. He was in traffic, though. Rebound comes out to Banks. Banks up into front court to Moses Moore. Moses Moore, reverse lay-in, no. Rebound, put back, Cruz Medina. And that's his first bucket of the game. 77-48, Bombers, 4:21 left. Left side, Hofstad to Robertson. Back to Hofstad. Going to the basket on the breakaway. He lays it up and in. Nice job, Connor Hofstad. First basket for the 6'4" senior. 79-48. Richland on top. 4 minutes remaining in the game. Ball stolen. Kriskovich comes up with a steal. Krisko in a double team, but Robertson able to get the ball after it was tipped away from Kriskovich. Right side, Hofstad for the three. It wouldn't go. Iron, that's all. Rebound, Banks. Banks comes up into the lane, gets around Kriskovich. Oh, Kriskovich takes the ball right away from him. Up to Schuster. Breakaway. Yes, Schuster lays it up and in. Schuster's 6th point of the game. Coming over the timeline, Medina. Bombers up 81-48, 3:30 left. Down right corner, Moore has it. Moore against Robertson. Takes it on the dribble. Kirby almost got the ball away from him, but a whistle and a foul on Schuster on help defense. And Schuster will pick up number 4. This will be a non-shooting foul. And inbounding right side of the basket, Kentridge.
We have wholesale substitutions in for Richland number 20. Here's Thompson. And number 4, Ben Fewel. In for Kentridge. Number 21, Ben Victoria. Number 23.
Inbounds pass comes way out high. And it's Brasino. Left side to Victoria. Brasino takes it on the dribble. Pulls up left side of the lane. 6-footer no good. Rebound out of bounds. It'll be off Richland. Dhaunye Woods, a 6'5" senior, is in the lineup for Kentridge. Also off the bench, Ben Victoria back into the game. Out high, Medina around the screen. Passes left side for Brasino for a 3. Good. And honestly, Kentridge just didn't have enough of that, enough firepower in that first half to keep up with the Bombers. Bombers were just dead on. Robertson bounced pass to Hofstad. Oh, he left the ball behind him. It's going to be stolen by Woods. Woods up to Banks. Banks runs into Robertson. Kirby's going to get called for the foul here, but he nearly got the steal. So Robertson will pick up his first personal foul. 81-51. Bombers. 2:37 remaining. Inbounds pass, top of the key to Victoria. Victoria gives it to Brasino. Brasino comes left, comes back around to the right side, laid it up and in. So Brasino gets another shot, and that'll be his 13th point of the game. Ben Fewel is in the game, and Fewel on the exchange to Kreutz. Top of the key, back to Fewel. Over on the left side appears Thompson. Thompson, pull-up jumper, left side, won't go. Long rebound, tips out. It's going to be picked up by Brasino for Kentridge with 2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the game. Brasino, right side. Passes over on the wing to Victoria. Down on the baseline to Banks. Banks, dribble penetration, gets to the reverse side, lays it up and in. That was a really good-looking play for Jeremy Banks, the 6-foot senior for Kentridge. Kentridge playing their final game for their seniors in this matchup against Richland, with the Bombers up 81-55. Thompson fakes the 3, passes back out to Kreutz. He'll pull the trigger on a 2-pointer. No good, and the ball out of bounds off the Richland Bombers with 1:37 left to play.
(81-55), 1:37.
Left side, Medina. He's going to shoot for the NBA 3. Off the front rim, no good. Long rebound comes out. Ben Fewel chases it down up to Thompson. Thompson breakaway lane, blocked. Whistle, foul, go on Cruz Medina. And that will be the second on Medina, and that will put the Bombers at the free throw line with 2 shots for Pierce Thompson. All this with 1:18 remaining. Next action scheduled for 3:45 in the girls' 3A semis with Kamayakin against Prairie. Both teams come into the game 23-2. At the line, Thompson's free throw good. He'll line up for one more. Free throw good. Made them both. 83-55. Bombers on top. 5th quarter postgame show with interviews, stats, and more coming your way. On the right wing, it's Hayes into the paint. Passes baseline for a little turnaround hook shot. Liddell, no good, but the tip-in is in for Brasino. Brasino's played well in this fourth quarter. He has 7 points in the quarter, 15 in the game. Robertson out on the right wing. Pull-up jumper at the free throw line. Will it go? No. Tip-in attempt, Thompson. It wouldn't drop either. And the rebound taken away by Brasino for Kentridge. Brasino out high. On the exchange, gives it to Liddell. Back over on the left wing to Hayes. 29 seconds remaining. Hayes, double clutch fake, puts it up and in. Left side baseline, good. That's his first field goal. He's got 4 in the game. 83-59 Bombers. Fewel over the timeline to Robertson on the right wing. Bombers will just hold here unless we have a foul, and fears maybe we do. We get a personal foul called, and this one will go on Liddell or Hayes. Brasino is going to check out of the game as Adrian Pop comes in. And Brasino, one of the seniors. And it's quite a young team for Dave Jamieson and the Kentridge boys. Inbounds to Fewel, and he's going to run out the clock on a guard-to-guard exchange with Hofstad. And the Bombers will hold here, and there's the horn. So the Bombers respond in the consolation bracket and knock off Kentridge 83-59. Fifth quarter stats and more coming up next. News Radio 610 KONA and 610KONA.com.
Vital stats, highlights, and player of the game. It's the News Radio 610 KONA postgame show, streaming live at 610KONA.com, on the News Radio 610 KONA app, free in the iTunes and Google Play stores, and on Alexa.
Welcome back as the Bombers get the victory. Final score 83-59 over the Kentridge Chargers in the fourth place consolation bracket. So tomorrow morning it's an 8 a.m. start. Pregame at 7:50. Puyallup defeating Union on the other side of the bracket. 61-48. Puyallup versus Richland tomorrow morning here for fourth place in the 4A WIAA Dairy Farmers of Washington Les Schwab Tires State Championships, the Hardwood Classic. We will take a timeout and come back with more of our post-game show. And hopefully, the one thing that I've noticed heading to the locker room is that Garrett Streufert's left knee is definitely hurting after the collision that was out on the floor with Owen Vaznakis on a dribble penetration move. So that's something that we will have to find out about. We'll take a timeout. More of the fifth quarter coming up. Our final score, Richland 83, Kentridge 59. News Radio 610 KONA, 610KONA.com. Head coach of the Richland boys basketball team, Earl Streufert, is out, and I don't know that you could ask for a better start in a breakfast bracket game.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't care what time of day it is. You play like that, you got a pretty good chance to win. Those guys, they had that little bit of a vibe at shoot-around this morning. We're really energetic and bouncy after a tough loss yesterday, and really proud of those seniors, how they kind of rallied each other today and shared the ball like crazy. And gosh, can't say enough about those guys.
Cole Northrop started really hot, and he was working inside, a little bit closer to the basket. He had 8 points in that first quarter, and then it was the three-point barrage.
Yeah, I tell you what, we just shared the ball so well. Garrett was really good about finding Cole on those plays, and he got himself open on some, and just had some uncanny baskets, really. And, over the years we've seen that out of him more than once, and, not totally surprised by that at all. But I thought all of us were very free and loose offensively to start the game, and guys just shot the heck out of it for a third day in a row.
15 threes as a team.
Yeah, and we shoot a lot of threes, and we don't really have a set goal of how many we're trying to shoot or anything like that. It just happens. We just take shots, and when the ball was going inside out, we were really good today.
Tell me a little bit about the defense and how you were able to put the clamps on the Chargers.
Well, I thought they had some things that they really like to do, and their motion's solid. We just did a good job of forcing the right guys to shoot. We were surprised by a couple threes they made in that first few minutes, and I thought we were just steady defensively. Rebounded the ball, and when we got it, we got on our horse and went and ran.
Let's hear a little bit about the scouting report. Puyallup tomorrow morning, 8 a.m.
Zone team, very big, very long. It's in a lot of ways, we don't mind the matchup. The size will be, cause us some problems probably on the defensive end, but our pace and our shooting should negate some of that zone defense. So it should be a good matchup, and I'm just super excited that these guys have been together so long, get to play on the final day of the state tournament, and it's not for a state title. But you know what? It's for a trophy, and for all they've done for our community and for our school. They deserve to play for it, and hopefully Juice and Garrett can be healed up tomorrow and be ready to go.
Well, that's the other thing, too. We've got what looks to be a thigh bruise for Garrett Streufert.
Yeah, he just got clipped on that little ball screen we were running and trying to get Cole another look, and got tripped up, and I think he'll be okay. He's got some flexibility in it now, and it doesn't seem to be swelling a whole lot, so we'll see.
And Dhaunye?
And then Dhaunye tweaked his calf. I was joking with him. He's like being a 50-year-old man in old man hoops. That's an old man injury, that tweak in the calf, but he's a tough guy. He'll be back ready to play, and he had some pretty good lift on the jumper he made late, so I think he'll be okay.
All right, Coach, thank you very much.
Thanks, Michael.
Look forward to tomorrow's game, 8 a.m. again against Fewel. We'll take a timeout, come back with final stats, and we'll get you to the news at noon with Ed Dawson coming up from the Legends KONA studios. News Radio 610 KONA, 610KONA.com. Joining us on the broadcast is Cole Northrop. And how do you know when you're feeling it?
Probably after the first 2 to 3, you usually start feeling better. But if you get cold, it's hard to get back on. But my teams were hitting me the entire night.
Well, and that's kind of the key, too. Early on, you're going into Garrett, and then he would kind of find out who's open.
Yeah, Garrett's really good at that. He can see everything.
Defensively, Kentridge is a team that can cause some problems, but you're able to kind of pack it in and take away some of their stuff.
Oh, yeah. We're trying to focus on getting jump shots. Just not wide open threes, no layups. That's pretty much it.
Was it difficult falling into the breakfast bracket to get up for this game? Because Coach said immediately you guys all wanted to go for an early morning shoot-around.
Oh, yeah. I really wanted to shoot around this morning because you have to get going before early morning games because you'll come in dead.
So there's still a commitment to this mission to play on Saturday.
Oh, of course. You got to get the best seating as possible.
All right. So Puyallup tomorrow, you had a chance to see them play against Union. What do you think?
I think we'll have a good shot. They look like a zone team. They got that one long, lanky dude. Got another kind of big dude, too. I think they'll stay in zone.
It kind of goes back to the matchup against Federal Way. How do you counter that? How do you get around those tall guys to get your shot?
Honestly, I think we just got to attack them. Try to draw them out to the 3-point line. And if they go man, then we got to try to expose them.
Congratulations. Great game.
Thank you.
Cole Northrop joining us on the broadcast. Let's get you the final stats, and we'll get you back to the studios for the news at noon. As the Bombers in the matchup end up shooting 57% on 31 of 54 from the floor. From behind the three-point line, 15 of 26, good for 58%. 6 of 9 at the free throw line, good for 67%. On the other side, Kentridge shoots 42% on 24 of 57. Just 6 of 16 from behind the three-point line. That's still good for 38%, not shabby. And 5 of 8 from the free throw line for 62%. Leading scorer in the matchup was Northrop with 36 points. And again, Streufert was 16 and 13 for Cody Sanderson. Other team stats to wrap it up. Rebounds were nearly even. 29 for Richland, 28 for Kentridge. Turnovers, a negligible difference. Bombers with 10 and Kentridge with 11. So really it was the hot shooting and finding the open shooter that was the difference in this matchup for the Richland boys. For Lee Michael back at the studios, I'm Michael McDonald. Again, the final score, the Richland boys move on to play tomorrow against Puyallup at 8 a.m. for 4th place after their 83-59 win over Kentridge. Good afternoon. Well, not quite yet. Goodbye from Tacoma.